Hi, it's Paul and welcome to another guitar video. This one is about this rather cool looking but slightly beaten up Arbiter Les Paul copy. So why am I making a video, you might ask, about some strange Les Paul copy? The reason is I've had this guitar for years and I've only relatively recently dug it out and realised how much I enjoy playing it, and so I wanted to find out a little bit more about it because it's not a brand I'd come across. And so I did a bit of digging on the web and found pretty sparse amount of info, to be honest. So I thought I'd do a bit more digging, and I found a few things out, and therefore I thought I'd share it. There's also a lot of mods been made to this guitar, and the mods themselves might be of interest. So I just thought I'd share some of this stuff, and some of you might find it interesting. So Arbiter. Arbiter is a brand, or was a brand, that was created by a guy called Ivor Arbiter in the UK in the 70s. This chap owned some sort of musical instrument import business, whereby he used to import guitars and other instruments, as far as I'm aware, from Japan and Europe and other places, and sell them on. And anyway, the Arbiter guitar was actually made by the Matsumoto instruments business in Japan in the 70s. And what he did was he would bring these guitars in, rebrand them as Arbiter, and then sell them in the UK. Now, Matsumoto themselves made guitars for all sorts of people. They made quite a lot of the Epiphone range, the Sheratons and the Rivieras and that kind of stuff. And they also made all Arias guitars as well. So, they knew what they were doing, and they made, good quality guitars, as you might expect from a Japanese-made guitar. Anyway, this guitar, as you can see, is very much of the lawsuit era Les Paul, and I'll take you through some of the specs of it, and once we've done that, we'll have a listen to it. I've had quite a few mods made to this guitar relatively recently, actually, but there were some mods made to it way back in the day as well. So I'll as I'm going through, I'll explain to you what's been done. I now use this guitar a lot, actually. I gig with this guitar. It's one of the ones I take with me, and it's fantastic. It does all the things a Les Paul can do, but I don't feel quite as precious about it compared to my custom shop there. So anyway, so let's have a look at it. So Arbiter. There you go. I mean, it kind of looks a bit like a Les Paul, doesn't it? It's got that book headstock, and yeah, it looks kind of cool at the top there, doesn't it? I think the brake angle's not quite as steep as a Les Paul, but anyway, there you go. Tuners. It's got some new tuners on it that I had put on very, very recently. They're really good, actually. If you need some locking tuners, then these Grover lockers are great. They're not the thumb wheel type. As you see, there's no thumb wheel on the back. They've got a little slot in them, and the way they work is you basically you turn the tuning piece up here until it clicks. The hole in the tuning post opens up. You push your string through, pull it tight, and as you turn the machine head, it clamps the string internally. It's sort of self-locking. They're really, really good, and tuning stability is fantastic. Which is amazing for a Les Paul alike, isn't it? So anyway, so tuners, brand new, came with sort of tulip type tuners, which were okay, but anyway, they were a bit old. Looking a little bit further down, you can see this is actually a bone nut. This is a brand new bone nut that I had put on because the old one was really well, it had worn out, basically. The other thing that had worn out was the frets on this rather nice ebony fretboard. These are brand new frets. I've had it refretted. To be fair, the actual renovations on this guitar probably cost me more than it's worth. but yeah, the fret job is beautiful on it. I mean, the frets that were on it were so worn out. As I said, I gigged this a lot in the 80s, and this guitar itself actually was made in the mid 70s, I think. I don't have an exact age. It's very difficult to age them, but mid 70s. So it was played pretty hard. It had a hard life before I got it, and I bought it in 87, I think, from a guy I knew. And he certainly wasn't the first owner, and he'd done some mods too. So it had a pretty hard life up to that stage. So refret has made it really nice, and obviously it's been professionally set up as well. Anyway, let's flip this thing over again. So as I said, ebony. I think it's ebony anyway. Could be rosewood maybe. Anyway, nice dark wood fretboard. Mahogany neck, as far as I can tell. Apologies for these glow-in-the-dark stickers. I find it quite difficult to see the fret markers on this guitar, especially in dark pub. So I put these on, and I think they're better than Lumion Lays personally. So anyway, that's my excuse. What you might have noticed is this got a bolt-on neck. So it's not a set neck like on a Les Paul, and clearly it will sound different as a consequence of that, but I've had no issues with it over the years, and you can still adjust the relief if you wish. Just while we're on the back, you can see, it looks Les Paul-ish, doesn't it? It's fairly beaten up, but I was going to say it's almost 50 years old, so it's not done too bad, is it? On the front, as you can see, I've lost the pickup switch tip. No idea where that's gone. But you've got two humbuckers. Now, the humbucker is interesting. So this one is the Matsumoto original from the 70s. I don't know anything about it in terms of what magnets it's got in it, etc., etc. But it's a nice warm pickup. It's got nice sustain on it. This one I know was replaced by the guy I bought it off back in the 80s. And it's a Schala Golden 50s pickup. Now you can't get these anymore. They don't make them anymore. But I believe it's very similar to a Seymour Duncan 59, and it sounds great actually. Now when I got it, this fella said he thought it was too hot, and therefore he put a coil split in it. And I've never really liked the coil split as on this pickup on its own, but when you put it in the middle position and then coil split the bridge pickup, it sounds really sweet. I really like it, so I've used that quite a lot. Sort of an ABR type bridge. I've no idea who it's made by. The guy who refurbed this guitar for me, a guy called Julian Mullen, did an absolutely awesome job of it. It was all tarnished, and he's cleaned it all up beautifully. Yeah, it looks a lot better than it did when I sent it to him. Yeah, sort of. These are nothing pots. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting about them. They're not speed pots or anything, but they feel nice and solid. And this has had a new jack plug. The only real thing that needed fixing on this guitar, actually, after 50 years, and me having not used it for best part of 30 years, was it needed a new jack. That was it. Apart from that, I've stuck some strap locks on it, some Schala strap locks, and this is, if I need a humbucker guitar, this is my go-to, and it is really, really solid. So yeah, it's an absolute classic. I love it. As I say, it's probably worth next to nothing now, but it's worth a lot to me because, because I've had it for so long, and it's just kind of cool, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to plug it in and I'll give you some tones, yeah, we'll see what you think. Hey, welcome back. So we're all plugged in and ready to go. So take you through how we're set up. So we're going wirelessly from the guitar to the Helix, through some patches that I normally gig with, from the Helix to Logic, and then overdubbed onto the GoPro. So hopefully you'll get a good representation of what this thing sounds like. Okay, so to start with, we're just going to do some clean stuff. Clean going through the brown eye with a bit of compression in the front, and a tiny bit of chorus and reverb in the loop. So bridge pickup, not split. Cool. It's nice. It's a nice, clean, crisp sound. Actually, I think this particular pickup, this Charlotte Golden 50, sounds really, really lovely clean. It's got quite. It doesn't get muddy like some Les Paul pickups do. When you split it again, it sounds. Drop in volume too much and has quite a nice single coil type tone. I don't use it for that, to be honest. I use a telly or a Strat for that, but yeah, it's a good usable tone. Middle position, it's really sweet actually. Full neck tapped bridge. It's just a really nice tone. You can't actually tap the neck pickup at all. It's just stays full on. And then this is the neck humbucker. I don't tend to play it that clean usually, if I'm honest. It's about as clean as it gets. Is this a little bit of ODR in front of the clean brown eye channel. For him. So yeah. Lovely tone, really like that one, very usable, use that in a lot of songs. A little bit more on the ODR. This is a bit more sort of 80s. Yeah, can't beat that. And then obviously, if you want to riff out, then great tone, and yeah, yeah, it's just lovely. Sounds like a Les Paul, really, and I use it. I gig this thing, and I gig it for a reason, because it sounds like a Les Paul. It sounds a bit cleaner, actually, I think, than Les Paul. I don't worry about bashing it, because frankly I've bashed it enough in the 80s, and so I don't really worry too much about it. I'd have kittens if I took my custom shop out with me, which is a bit of a shame, really, because it is such a beautiful guitar, but I can't take it to a grotty, horrible pub. And anyway, it's just a lovely guitar. So anyway, this was just a short video, really, to let you have a look at something that's a bit different. These lawsuit guitars from the 70s, they're still around. You can still find them on eBay and stuff. And on the whole, they're really worth a punt, because you know, made in Japan, the quality is fantastic on them, and I say, you stick a set of locking tuners on them, and they're amazing. This one has been beautifully set up by Julian, and he's done an amazing job on it. So thank you to him for that. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've got something out of it. If you have, please think about liking and subscribing. If you haven't, then maybe come back next time and see if the next one suits you better. Anyway, you take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye.